2025 is currently 35 days away, and there are some things, some sewing baggage that I don't really want to bring with me into the new year. Namely, some unfinished projects, some that have been, on my table for going on 2 years now. Yeah, awkward. These are my goals for finishing out this year. Number one, I want to finish this vest that I've been trying to make my father-in-law for a good 2 years now. It really has been at least 2 years. He's in the other room, so I don't want to totally pull it out and everything, but I'm making him this really cool corduroy vest with tons and tons of pockets because that's what he likes. Actually, this is my scrap fabric from that. It's tucked away, and I'm going to shove it back under there before he comes into this room. But goals would be, ideally, in a perfect world, I would love to finish this and give it to him for Christmas. But it didn't happen the last 2 Christmases, so we'll see. But hopefully I don't bring this project into another year with me without it being complete. It has been on my table for way, way too long. Second thing on my list is these cargo pants that I am making myself. I am literally 3 belt loops away from being done. So I'm not really worried about these being done, but it counts as one of the things to check off the list because I don't want it to come somehow into the new year unfinished. It's not going to. I'm going to finish it right after I'm done with this. Well, after I'm done making my cookies. We'll see. Anyways, the goal would be to have this done by tonight, and that should be easy enough. But all I need to sew on is 3 belt loops. So we'll get to that. Next, I would also love to finish this dress that my mother-in-law asked me to make some tweaks to. It's really not that hard, or it shouldn't be that hard, but apparently I am emotionally struggling here and I haven't finished it yet. She asked me a few months ago to do it, actually maybe like 6 or 7 months ago. Has it been that long? I really hope it hasn't been that long, but it's been at least probably about 6 months since she asked me to, and I made a couple of cuts and I haven't finished it yet. So all I need to do is sew up some side seams and hem the bottom, which has been pinned for literally 3 months now, and add some sleeves. And that's where I have been stuck and why I haven't finished it yet, because she wants me to add sleeves and all I have is this like itty bitty remnant, and I'm not entirely sure how to add the sleeves, so I'm overthinking it. If you have some tips, please give me some tips for some cute. I think I'm going to try to find some like half a sleeve, something frilly. I know what I'm talking about in my head and I don't know what the word is for it, but hypothetically it would kind of be part of a half of a sleeve, a portion of a sleeve. I don't know, we'll see. But this is like about all I have for the sleeve. Maybe one extra small piece. So we'll see. But I would really like to not bring it into the new year with me, especially also since it's a short sleeve, currently sleeveless dress, and we are heading into summer. I would love to have this finished so that she can wear it this summer. So that is on my list to complete for the new year. Fingers crossed. Please, please, please. Get it together, Alicia. You can do it. Okay, next, I want to finish making this tulle dress. I would like to finish making this tulle dress before the new year because I want to use the leftovers from this, the leftover material, to make a window screen. I don't know that it's going to really turn out well, but I desperately need a window screen before the summer gets very, very hot and it's starting to heat up. So I need to hurry up and finish this to be sure that I have leftover enough to attempt to make a window screen out of my leftovers. We shall see. In case you're wondering why I need to make a window screen out of tulle, here in Peru, houses don't really come with window screens. I've never had a house with a window screen. We've always had a DIY our own. But this window that we have in our current house has bars on it, and the windows are super shaky. And I had this thought, you know those blankets that's a no-sew blanket where you take 2 pieces of fabric and it's like a giant rectangle, and you cut a 2-inch strips around the whole thing, 2 inches all the way around, and then you tie them in a knot. Because this window has bars on it, I feel like I could make a window screen out of the tulle. Still would be cool enough to let air in. It's stretchy, it's very stretchy, but not enough to let bugs in. Flies and that really, really big mean bug that bites. No idea what it's called, but it bites and it hurts and I hate it. And also to not let my cat out the window. So I'm going to attempt to basically take a big portion of this and 2 pieces and sew it around it so it's stable, and then cut around it on the sides and tie it around the bars. I don't know if this is going to work, and I'm trying to get creative because I need a window screen. I need to keep the flies out and that mean, nasty, biting bug. You really got to keep that one out. And then I would love to transform this pant that I made into a pair of shorts. I made this pant and it matches a top that I made. The top is super cute. I really like the top. It's super comfy, but I don't love the pants. So I would love to upcycle it. And that way I can use the rest of the fabric for something else. But the couple times I've worn it has never really worked with my style. I just don't love it. It's just, I don't know, I just don't love it. So my goal is to, hopefully this weekend actually, my goal is to cut these off into shorts and hem it, which should take me, very little time. And then I'm going to save all of the rest of the pant leg because there's a lot down there. I'm going to save all of that for a future project. Hopefully that will mean that I get some extra use out of these pants because they're very comfy and I like them and they're cute and I put a lot of effort into them. I just don't currently wear them. So I'd like to upcycle my project. These pants, I would like to finish altering them. They have been on my table for way too long. I think I bought them like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. The problem is when you move to another country, if you have longer legs than most of the population does in the country you're now living in, it's very hard to buy pants that are long enough for you. So I went online when one of my family members was visiting and I ordered a pair of pants from a website that I've bought pants from plenty of times before, and I knew it would fit. And the funny thing is I bought 2 pairs of pants. One fit perfectly, and this one, it's the exact same size, but it doesn't fit. It is just a little too snug in the hips. You would think it would be easy enough to buy 2 pairs of pants that are exactly the same size and they would fit. But the problem is when you move to a foreign country, and you ordered your pants ahead of time so your family could bring them here, it's not like you can really return things and get it swapped out for a different size and everything. So they're mine now. And I need them to work for me, but for like a year and a half, 2 years now, they've been sitting in the corner. I did fix them at one point and they fit, but I want to try taking it in a little bit more because I added like a portion of fabric on the side. I've already seam ripped it. It really shouldn't be that hard. It should be pretty much sew it down. It's not professional by any means. It's not going to be super pretty, but that is another thing that I would love to have off my sewing table and finished and out of the way before the New Year's. One more thing that I would like to not bring into the new year with me incomplete is this creative board that I made last year. At the beginning of this year, I created a creative board. I have a full blog post written up on my website. I will link below if you would like to do something in this new year. But basically, you create a tic-tac-toe board. That's me creating a tic-tac-toe board. Basically, you create a tic-tac-toe board, and then in each square, you put like a sewing goal that you want to create, you want to make that year. Instead of planning out your whole year and being like, okay, I have to do, I have to make this dress from this specific place or blah, 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 blah. Like, instead of getting too specific, you kind of create a board to say, this is how I want to grow this year. And so in each of these squares, I put a goal, and all I have to do, I don't have to do all 9 of them, but the goal is just to get 3 in a row. And surprisingly, it's a little harder to do than I thought it was going to be. I had 12 months to do it, and I haven't finished it yet. So I've got 35 days to complete my tic-tac-toe board. If I finish the vest for my father-in-law before the new year, then I will have 3 in a row, because that goal in the center was to finish 6 unfinished projects this year, and I've only completed 5. Or this one, I keep debating if I can cross it off or not. I don't know. Maybe you can be the judge for me, but my goal was to make something unexpected from velvet, and it could not be a top, but I used my sewing pattern to make a top, but I turned it into a dress. I can't decide if that counts or not, so I haven't crossed it off, and I made that dress forever ago. Another one that I would love to do, although it doesn't, I guess it doesn't give me 3 in a row, but in this corner, I have a goal to clean out my Pinterest artboard, because I tend to have 7,000 million ideas in the board, and I would love to get it cleaned out. So that is also on my list of things that I would love to cross off, even though I guess that technically doesn't give me 3 in a row, unless I count that velvet thing. If I count the velvet thing and I finish the vest and I get below a certain number in my Pinterest artboard, then that's 3 in a row, but that's also 3 in a row if I finish the vest. So that's the goal. While waiting and while filming this video, I have sewn one of my belt loops on 1.5, so 1 more to go, and I will have one of those things crossed off my list. I will provide an update when I get to the new year. Fingers crossed I accomplished it all, and I would love to hear about what sewing baggage you are trying not to take to the new year with you. By the way, my name's Alicia. I'm from Doors and Floors blog, where we write about DIYs, daily adventures, and life abroad here in Peru. If you're interested in any of the above or previously mentioned, please stick around and let me know what else you're interested in seeing. Chat with you later.